I noticed this weird smell. Like rotting meat or something. Anyways, hello. It is December 20th. 4 days until Christmas. 4 days until Christmas. That's cool. I don't know why I'm the president of Christmas day counter. Maybe it's because I didn't get a calendar this year. Anyways. I'll be honest, I got lazy with the thumbnail. I reused a previous one. I just got a really bad hungover from yesterday. Been reeling from that the entire day. Anyways. Now let's do this fucking dumbass limousine. And I took a look at it off screen. And at first it looks like it was going to be a lot bigger of a job, but I definitely could have done this last stream. Let me check the audio. It should be fine. Yep. Yeah, this is definitely was doable for the last one. But we're here now. Oh wait, forgot completely. My playlist. Tune that down a bit. So, well, so I suppose I don't know who's gonna run away from the coveted Sound of the Game with the Sound of the Year award. Yes. I mean, I don't give a shit. Oh yeah, I was starting to explain. I'm gonna have to keep this one short because I need to make sure that I'll get on the bus tomorrow on time. Can stay here for super long. Not gonna have another 6-hour stream. And I think it's a nice little time to relax with this game. Jeff Jefferson, let's start with who's not gonna win. Me. I won't win. Team roll. Power Falls. Sponge Valley. Blue City. That. If I'm gonna be which I'm always am, those stamps were a complete waste of fuel. How do you even drive something like it has a spoiler and a trunk? It's a hot tub? What the hell is this? And obviously the helicopter, but that I just kinda expected. It kinda looks like a little bird. Shout out those that started pumping those people out to see they're not so big fuss for that. Also create food. But maniacal dog and goat blew it up for them. Wow, you're a real piece of work, aren't you? Does the farm switch up such a petty response for being denied the water they need to run a viable business pathetic, so it's not a big or no competent. Uh, that's almost done. Yeah, I could have done this yesterday, but I saw the helicopter and I felt, not yesterday, last week. I saw the helicopter and I just felt like it's gonna be like a huge job. Okay, be honest. What are you gonna do with a trunk like this? That's like that's basically waste of space. You know what? I'm gonna soak this thing up. So I think the soap on the bigger, better power washers is it puts the soap down faster in the area. But that's about it from what I've tested. Yep. Next up, I guess, is the Fancy Pants detergent tow. But what they got restaurant that flips up whenever you need it. I mean, it's kinda cool. Cooler than your shit bike. Actually, they're in with a shout. I do think that the pink color is cool. The gold is gonna overkill, but you don't see pink cars that often. I guess I'm just biased for Elton John. Man, this last leg of the year has just come and gone so fast. And I guess part of that is because I do almost like daily streams, so it kind of regiments my life so that it kind of makes it feel like everything is going by faster. Not really complaining, just making observation. No, I gotta be honest, like what the hell is this thing? Why is it so long? Why does it have a leopard print roof? That's one of the buckets and never known such treachery or art, especially the hippie theater. Back up got a season just out of place, so it's not even bucket. It's an O for bucket and 2. This time is nice suits east. I mean, Warcraft even taken the competition seriously. I'm not sure if I've been there. This game. Well, it was determined since you committed that if you die right now, you will go to Walmart and after instead of hell. Oh, never been to a Walmart. Okay, like seriously, why the hell is there a leopard print on this thing? Then we have my hotel in Buckingham. Those folks followed me everywhere I went and always have a place in my heart. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone hates you in Buckingham. But after grown the place, it feels like small now, such insignificant never be rewarded. So are you just gonna give the award to yourself? It feels like it's going towards that. Honestly, why am I even cleaning this thing? Is there like a secret ending where you just refuse to do this job? Let me look at something real quick. Okay. How do you even get on top of this thing to fly the helicopter? Is there like... Yeah, no, there's literally nothing here to give you like a footrest to climb up. Oh, hello, Bubbles. How'd you get in there? Where? There? Apparently. Uh, that's a rim. I'm surprised that these aren't as big because being a pain of the ass as they are. Normally small pots like that they take forever to clean. I'm not exactly sure why. But I just can't get over the fucking leopard print over here. Like you have this obviously like way too extravagant car anyways, and you just with gold, a helicopter, hot top, and spoiler, and then there's leopard print. uh, landing skits. rotor. It's probably like the tip of the blade right here. Nope. It's over here. Ah, it was that side. Nice. I wonder how many jobs are left. It definitely feels like it's getting close towards the end. So can you exalt yourself, Dirt Fighter, and last stop first Sparkleton, which is the other than the county who organized the tour. Oh, polite final warning, you have until the morning of the town year of the year to return Ulysses to me forever, or face the consequences. I have a highly lucrative marketing opportunities that will forfeit by his absence. That cat wearing that hat, simple as that. You know that 500 bucks? That's way too little for this job. You know that Ulysses is not a dude. I have the proof right here. Oh, I've never been to Sparkleton before. The shopping mall. The job we have for you is beyond exciting, but just quickly forewarn yourself. Don't forget your safety gear, the liquidity. Palo shopping mall is located in Sparkleton's Forgotten Quarter, which is all got closed down after it was completely engulfed in potentially dangerous volcanic ash during Rustless's brief hurrah. We think it's probably fine now, but better be safe than sorry. We weren't planning on to reopen yet, but after the mayor name-dropped our mall onto Watcha, as the ideal venue for his pre-awards gala, we realized that once again his brilliance knows no bounds, and we had to make it happen. Well, sure. I'm pretty sure the achievement for this thing is cleaning the owl first. Yep. Gonna do that real quick. Seems like it's not gonna be that big of a job, unless like these doors open up or something like that. You know, owls are weird. But also cool. Just that lower. Forget Walmart, I want to spend my afterlife here. I wonder if the purge is also included in the achievement. Looks like it's gonna up. Nope. The legs are still not done. There we go. Might as well as I'm here. Dang it. always wanted when, uh, whenever there's like a fountain in this game, I always wanted them to like just turn on the fountain after it's cleaned. I think that would be like a neat little feature. In the first game there was this big ass fountain, and I really wanted to see it like be turned on, but it never did. Might as well start with the fountain first and then move on to other stuff. Man, that thing just doesn't look like it belongs here. But I'm sure as I get this done, it'll be fine. I feel like I'm gonna take a break like right in the middle of this job. Just a little quick one. I wonder, do they put these little marks here, squares here, to make it look like there's quarters in there, so that other people will throw the quarters too, and then they come and collect the quarters? That was a weird tradition. Just throwing money down the wells, or fountains even. I feel like that doesn't happen anymore. I really hope that tomorrow I wake up on time so I can actually get to the bus. If I don't make it in time, I'll just use the company car that I have. But yeah, it's gonna suck if I have to drive by myself. It's like whole 9 hours of driving. It's kinda sad that the malls have died. They were like kind of fun place to hang around. I never did, but there was like a whole generation just hung around in malls, and now it's just gone, and that's just kind of sad. At least in my opinion. But I kind of get it. Like everything's so easy to get now. You just Instacart it or something like that. I don't even know what a Instacart is. The funny thing is that even though I never hang around in malls, What are you doing? I mean, apparently I go to Walmart when I die. And I was talking about walls because I mean a mall. Unless I'm just completely hallucinating, I'm not talking about something completely different. That's always a possibility. Mm. Lord time. Never been to a Walmart, so that's gonna be a neat thing. So how's the live treating you, Illustrious Wash? It seems pretty good. But you've seen a real uptick in work since the mayor announced his master stroke, haven't you? Yeah, there's been a couple. You must hook up for weeks, just everyone that glow up. Just fantastic. Is it about more people being extinct or so? More people are dead? They're gone? That's sad. The California mole men. Yeah, can she have shit in Detroit? It's kind of fun because, well, hold on, let me gather my thoughts again. Yeah, I'm gonna be on Santa duty this Christmas. I haven't done that in a while. It's gonna be fun. Hold on, how do other places do the whole Santa thing? Because here in Finland, at least, the idea is that the Santa comes to you, to your house, and gives the presents to you in person. In I think UK and USA, it's the Santa comes at night and gives the presents, right? That's kind of interesting, I suppose. In person, yeah. Like in Finland, the Santa comes in on Christmas Eve and gives the presents, talks to the kids, and just leaves. Yeah, there's none of that coming down the chimney stuff here at night to eat your cookies. Honestly, when you actually like start describing how Santa is supposed to work, it's kind of creepy. This strange old man comes into your house and breaks and enters and eats your cookies and leaves. Sure, there's some gifts in there, but what about the possibility of anthrax being in one of those presents? Happy holidays, I suppose. You don't have the chimney, so it's just. Oh, that's interesting. Through the keyhole. It's also kind of the another thing about Finland and Santa is that we are supposed to have the actual real Santa in. Uh, I always forget the place's name. Rovaniemi. That Santa is supposed to be in Rovaniemi, and there's like actual Santa resort. Which is actually, I think it's pretty close to the amethyst mine that I want to visit at some point and get myself my own amethyst. The problem is that I just have no place to stay in Rovaniemi. I would have to get a hotel or something like that for just for the trip. Maybe rent an RV. I was gonna want an RV. Hopefully next year I'm able to start doing the stuff that I really want to do. Thanks to having an actual stable job instead of being fired for the entire Christmas season and early spring season. That's the thing that sucks about seasonal work. Uh, yeah, there's a amethyst mine in Rovaniemi. You can look it up on your own here in Finland. And I think there's like you're supposed to get a daily tour for that place. And at the end of the whole thing, you can get yourself, or during, I'm not exactly sure. All I know of that is that you can get an amethyst from that place. It's also, it would be also cool to go there because that's where I went to the army. I never been there after that. And spending a whole year there kind of gave me a soft spot for it. Write it in chat, sure. There it is. I wonder if any of my nieces will actually go to the army too. For men, it's mandatory service, but for women, it's a volunteer thing. They can opt in opt in to go get to the army too. Well, I suppose it's actually defense force, not a army. Army implies that they're gonna go out there and do some army stuff instead of just defending. This one time when I was during the army, we had this half half surface time party thing where it was like the direct half of our service time, and we went out to the city and partied the whole night. And I lost like $100. Why would you want to go to the army? Well, uh, it's a really good it's a nice little challenge, I suppose. And I wanted to go to the army anyways. Uh, didn't want to do the civil service thing, and that's kind of frowned down upon here a bit. But yeah, I definitely don't. I like the experience. It's one of those cases where like it sucks in the moment, but then you just think about it like a month afterwards, and you're like, damn, that was like the time of my life. So yeah, we went to the half surface time party, and I just well, we played billiards there, and the loser would have to buy the drink, and I lost like every single game. The one guy who was at the billiard table didn't have to buy a single drink that night, and I lost so much money there. Then there was the other time when we had a little challenge thing, and one of the guys in my team almost died. So that's nice. There's plenty of stuff that I have good memories about that time in my life, and I can't believe that it's been about it's been hold on 9 years. Yeah, 9 years since I went there. Unfortunately, I was put in a position where there's no reason for me to go retrain. They had a kind of a flub when they were deciding where how many people were needed. I think I've mentioned in a stream before that I was supposed to be a gunsmith in the army, but they decided that from our patch there would be no gunsmiths at all after well, in the middle of our training. So I'm just gonna an extra officer. Which means that if a war breaks out, the way I but oh, okay. So yeah, if a war breaks out, the way that I'm going to die is a mortar falling down my head or a drone strike. It won't be glorious at all. And I can accept that. It's incredible how much difference one man has made, sweeping and giving the whole county a proper shakedown. I mean, he's still an asshole. I haven't felt this much energy about this place since ever. There was another time in the army, in the training, we had we were moved to another unit for another phase of our training, and those guys in preparation for us, I'd had a whole class session about how much people from our units suck. And one time they just took everyone from our unit into the middle of the whole whole in the middle of the hallway and just berated us about how much we suck. Now, Mount Chi, we hadn't done anything bad. Apparently, they just really don't like the unit that we came from. Like, it was so bad that people from the unit that we moved to, they were like, yeah, they we were kind of shitty towards you, and I'm like, yeah, cool, thanks. Yeah, the previous batch they were kind of bad, so we had a whole like class about how much you guys suck too. Oh, nice. Glad to hear. Thanks for the apology, I suppose. And well, we were also told that that place kind of sucks, anyways, before we got there. But the thing is that the people who told us that place sucked, they were correct. They had this whole fancy, what was it, canteen? That had like 3 stories, its own pizzeria and shit like that. Like, yeah, it was a cool place, but everything about the leadership there and the way they conducted this stuff, it just kind of was not up to par. At least compared to the place we came from. But yeah, that's kind of how the army life is. And I think I need to make this clear for some people. A lot of the joking in the army is just shitting on other units. That's just for the love of the game. We don't actually hate each other that much. It's just we're just memeing. That's the part of the humor. Except military police. Those guys don't get enough shit. This one military police was like, "Without us, the whole Finnish army will fail." And I'm like, you sure you want to say that to the guy who gives you the food that you eat? Like, we could really mess you up if you just keep talking like that. So you just keep talking. Oh yeah. Good times, good times. Maybe I should actually call some of the people from my patch. Or like contact them in some way. Not sure if they have. I'm still in the group chat for our patch. No one's been talking there. But I think they've been like talking with each other. Outside of the group chat anyways. There was also this one time we had this whole training thing, and we were like part of the training session thing was that we were staying overnight in one place, and we had it was training so we could prepare for like night raids and shit like that, and we were given a password that you're supposed to say when if you see someone suspicious, and if they don't answer, you're supposed to like open fire on them. And I had completely gotten the wrong word. I didn't remember the correct word for it. So there's a night raid, quote unquote, and I just run into the place that you're supposed to go to, and part of this is kind of tricky because I'm not sure exactly how much I'm allowed to say. But yeah. So I run into the place where you're supposed to when there's a night raid. Well, I'm trying to get there, but it's pitch black. I cannot see anything. I'm trying to get my gear on, and then I just hear password. I'm like, I say the word that I think is the password, and they just say again, password. And I repeat it because, well, it's night raid, I'm tired, I just got woken up, I'm not exactly sure what is going on. Dirt fighter, if you can get away with the freeway on double, I'll be tempted to pay double, no promises. The hell is that? And this just keeps on going on like for a minute or two, and then another guy just like, get the fuck into the position already, dude. And I'm just looking there like an idiot, and if this was like a real situation, they would have been justified in shooting me. So it is the army, after all. Like, we are dealing with actual weapons and life-threatening situations like that. But in hindsight, it's always this kind of stuff is really funny to talk about. Where's the forklift? I was also supposed to go to target shooting competition, but when it was time for me to go there, it was during a class, and at the moment I didn't know how to react to being called out of the class. Like, I don't want to get stuck behind without, and I've been always like that. I cannot miss classes because I feel so bad about missing out on information that I might need later. So I just sit in the class as this guy is calling my name, and I'm just so confused. After the class, I go to the guy calling me, and he's like, "Well, your chance is over. Thanks for wasting my time." And I feel so bad. I was one of the best shooters in the whole patch. That's why they wanted me to go to the competition. But I missed out due to my fear of missing out. That's why I've been kind of also wanted to do competition shooting at some point, but that is going to be so expensive that I just have to put it off for later. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a little break here. Just, just a sec, though. And I'm back. Uh, go to the other side. I do miss the army times, defense force times. I wish that I got called into the retraining operations, but I'm just gonna kind of an extra right now. I'm sure if there's actually like something brewing on the eastern border, then I'll be called in. But that's enough of that. You know, I kind of expect this to be a longer job. So I'm gonna get this turbo nozzle. There's like a flat wall or slightly curved things. This thing is a beast. Like, look at that. Almost completely done. Can I you guys in the Machina Marner? That's still a bit wary of him, but maybe you just weren't ready for his ideas yet? No, they all sucked. I almost caused the volcano to erupt. Everything is happening here in Sparkton and it's been a win-win-win. Yeah, in the description I've been doing kind of a countdown to the break. So it's one day. This is the last day until my break, so it's just a day. Also, I've been thinking about that guy who told me that I'm going to Walmart when I die. It's kind of just tickling my mind. Just someone joining in a stream telling you that you, hey, by the way, when you die, you're going to Walmart, and then leaving. I'm saying somebody says it's not another it's a countdown. Yeah, I like doing like kind of inside jokes, and you're not supposed to like understand every single thing every single joke that I make, anyways. If it lands, it lands, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. That's kind of how I do. Actually, this is perfect for this area. I was yesterday after stream I was looking at my thumbnails and man, I forgot that at one point I was doing my thumbnails with just mouse and keyboard on Paint. And it, honestly, I'm kind of proud of myself, how far I've come. It's still not up to par in my opinion, but it's so much better than it used to be. A lot of it has been helped because I got actually a good sized drawing tablet now instead of the dingy one. And I forgot exactly how long I was using Paint and mouse. At some point I switched up to using mouse still, but I went to Fire Alpaca. And that's when it started to change. We're talking about stuff that you got zero idea of if you didn't watch a specific stream at a very specific time and get the joke. Yep. That's what we call an inside joke. Man, I'm still thinking about the time about the Hunter stream. I mean, well, I just started thinking about it, but it's occupying my brain right now. You just joining in the stream and being like, I am not watching this. I'm like, okay, cool. That's one of those jokes where the part of the joke is it's just to tickle my fancy. But yeah, also I gotta keep this one short because, well, it's not an early bus tomorrow, but I gotta make sure that I'm gotta go on time. It's so frustrating hearing people in funeral complaining that nothing's happening there, but they just have to be patient. Well, the mayor's not doing anything. There, there's clear favoritism here. The ripples are, oh, we're doing trickle-down economics? Is someone embarrassed about what they did? Don't worry, it was funny. And I know you were being serious because you actually just left and never came back. Now this is actually working out really well with this nozzle. It could be a lot worse, you know. Some streamers pull up the entire chat history of a chatter and just lambast them. If I ever do that, you're free to bully me into oblivion. Luckily, that guy's actually kind of suffering right now. I won't get to specifics who I'm talking about. I'll keep it vague. But people who know, know. Okay, like little detailed things are definitely not the strong suit of this nozzle. Use this for a bit. There. Honestly, this thing is better than the other one. Sure, it doesn't have much reach, but it just melts through all the dirt like it's butter. I have no idea where all the missing dirt is in those pillars. They're just there. Actually, I should do the other side. Yeah, like this. Yeah, this is working out. Oh, that's nice. Man, do I have a balls to ask my sister to pay me for being Santa this year? I was been kind of thinking about like how the dynamic there is gonna, how it's gonna work out. Because if we have gonna have our family dinners, how are we gonna just explain that I'm just gone for like an hour, and then I just come back like nothing happened? Man, I really wonder how much the new Steam stuff is gonna cost. The Steam machine, the VR glasses, and the controller. Might actually get the controller. Definitely like getting the VR classes. I haven't played that much VR, but what I did was I really liked it. Over $1,000? Nah. If they can get Steam Deck on like $500, then I feel that they're not gonna make them hella expensive. Is he priced? I mean, I've gotten a PC, pre-built PC for like $800. It was the shitty one, but still, it served me for a long time. Looking at the old PC in retrospect is kind of crazy. Like that didn't have the DDR and the memory stick in the same slot. Like, how do you even do that? Of course, I had no idea how to build a PC because I had the PC that I had was like that. But eventually, after paying way too much money, more than I really realistically should have had to use on this thing, it's been working out really well. So this job is almost done. A lot of cool stuff is happening next year, it seems like. It's kind of nice that this whole hype culture has kind of died down. people are not expecting there to be the biggest, the mostest thing ever again, all like every other month, and then they cry about it when it's not the mostest biggest thing ever again. And talk about the correct timing, just as everyone is moping about after the death of the merman's gem to make a genius scheme. What is he doing? Now ask anyone, they'll be merman. What merman all care about? So right now it's the. I mean, everyone seems to be pretty worried about the merman losing its thing that's stopping the mountain from. But what is this scheme? I'm worried. Honestly, if this the whole Silk Song situation happened like 10 years ago, like it was happening 10 years ago, it being delayed for 7 years, people would have been pissed off about the whole about Silk Song. Back in those days, like no matter how good the final product is, everyone was always mad about it. And then like 10 years after, people are like, holy shit, actually this thing is actually pretty good. I don't know why people are complaining about it. Everyone's expectations for like long projects has kind of just simmered down and gone into something more realistic, instead of expecting it to be the literal second coming of Jesus Christ himself. It's nice. It's less exciting when things happen, but it's consistently nicer. Actually, do I even need the turbo nozzle for this? Also, I've noticed that people don't these days. They don't really like look at. Well, I guess I maybe have a plans for this. Get the turbos still better for this. But back in the day, people were always crying about graphics. It's almost like people weren't playing the games, they were just looking at the graphics, and then complained when the graphics didn't change the amount they wanted them to improve. But I'm like, okay, there's a video game here. There's stuff other stuff that you can do. You can interact with this thing. Why are you talking about the graphics all the time? I assume that people have just kind of accepted that games are gonna look like what they do now for a really long time. That there's not gonna be that much more improvement. But then again, years ago I switched that. I stopped looking at like game reviews and review stuff because there was so much like review content was just looking at a product and just try to argue how exactly mad you are about its existence. So officials are claiming that the seismic activity has started back up on the moon for the first time since the dinosaurs. Yeah, it's spinning. Apparently the whole moon is ringing like a bell. Yeah, the one person's price I'm sitting down here is rushless connected. I just know it. I wouldn't, I couldn't be connected to Mount Rushless. So when I found this channel called Nitro Rad, it was like a fresh of breath air. This guy was actually like reviewing games, not just complaining about every single thing that he sees on the screen. And it really changed how well I was changing at the time when I about how I look at products like video games at that point. But yeah, Nitro Rad, that's a channel worth checking out. Also his side project Garanikor. It's got a very specific sense of humor about it. I think I have only time for another smaller job, but I gotta check what is coming up next. That almost looked like... I'm not gonna say it. Mm. Honestly, this is like a cool little place. I love the way that the level designers in this game are able to do stuff. There's so many places that I just want to go to in this game. getting all the things. The targets are going everywhere. See? They're everywhere. Get this thing here. Where? It's gonna be the trim, right? Frame. Oh my god, can you decide what you want me to look at? Wait, what? No, there's a little stair there. It's the other side there. Also the wall. I think I'm skids over here. Well, just that. Nice. Kaching, shopping mall looks fantastic. Taxi looks easy wash. Let's just get the guy in there with the Geiger counters to give you all the clear, and we all Geiger counters. I bet there is already talk about light show to end all light shows at the end of the award ceremony, and knowing our mayor, it will be you heard it here first. Okay, this is gonna. Jeff Jefferson stole the diamond and is going to use it as a like a prism for a light show or something like that. Now what the hell is this? Apparently I'm supposed to give you some nonsense about how we were trying to break the land speed record when something bad happened, but I'm past caring about this point. Let's be honest, you don't really care anyways, you're just here for the cleaning, right? I mean, yeah, pretty much. I noticed that we're getting closer to the city. No, there's the... I can go all over here. Oh, you cannot put an invisible wall there. You cannot show me something like this and expect me not to go to it. say, how long do you think this will take? Not that long. My boss wants to know how long it's gonna be till I'm back from the sand trying to break through the land speed. Okay, I see. This is some Jeff Jefferson bullshit going on here. You know what, actually, I'm done with that guy. I'll say what I want. Give me this thing. Let's soak it up. He doesn't stare at my lady after what he's put me through. Did Jeff Jefferson find the people from the future and reverse tech something? And is now mining the... That's glowing. The hell is this? For years I had to live with the woods away from it all and messed it up. And after he messed up so bad. Years. Are you the pilot? That flew the stuff that he'd have been doing recently don't even make sense. He's had me protesting in the desert, guarding stuff through tunnels. The other day, he even had me throwing carpets at some float. I thought at least starting with this thing might be fun. I mean, look at it, beautiful. But no, before I'd even got close up to the speed, the whole thing seized up on me. I feel like this guy might be the pilot of the plane that almost blew up Mount Rushless. Maybe the... Okay, I was actually using... I thought I was using the other one actually for a moment there. Wait, this can... I mean, I suppose it would have to have something like that to actually turn. Actually, how would this thing turn? I assume that it cannot, like... Yeah, it doesn't go past that point. So if you're turning right, you gotta turn this thing. I guess it'll... Future bullshit. Suspension, casing... It's done. Oh, those are individual. Hey Flo, you anyone in your pockets and by any chance you'll be down for Oh, the guy was inside the whole time. You good? Job well done. I don't care what I'm telling you, putting this thing onto flight mode and getting the delivery done, and then I'm only out. Wait, this is... The other sets? I suppose this is gonna be... might be a shorter one. Let me look at the store real quick. I'm just gonna buy all of this stuff. Oh, that's not the store. Ugh, don't like the red here. I'll get it. Black visor. Oh, I can be the edgiest guy out there. Hold on. Black. Hold on. No. Everything black except the gloves are blood red. Yeah, now we're talking. This should be pretty fast. I was going last night, was the premiere. Hold on. Last time I was here, I thought this was a movie. Well, when I made the thumbnail, I thought this was like a theater like this, but then it was like it looked like it was just a movie theater. But it's actually a theater. I was correct. I'm honestly kind of invested in what is going on in this game right now. Which is bad, because I might stay for way too long, and then I miss the bus. Then I have to drive the whole way down. It's gonna cost so much money getting the gas in the middle of the drive. Also, gonna have to ask my boss if I can actually take the thing with me. Take the car. I have no doubt that she will allow me to take it. If it comes to that, but... It's just that you're going to be getting sneaky as you work, not letting anything slip here. What? Actually, maybe I should have brief outline stuff. You getting the wrong idea, feel free to ignore, of course. See ya. Have a nice winter. And a happy Easter. I'm gonna have to check out the next job too, and then I'm gonna make the call. Also, the soap is actually working out pretty well this time. And then I say that the soap is going great, but then I never use it again. Uh, is the crevice there? Okay, I'm gonna bring out the soap and do it like in segments like this. Yeah, that's a good idea. Get one segment soaped up, then another. Also, why do I hear seagull noises? Yep. That's all she wrote. All she wrote. Nice. Scene 1, the Malkaita desert and the side of the Buckingham Merman. We open the folk chorus line thinking where is unfilled chorus but more epic as the mayor's cronies toil against oppressive heat and carve out the gems with their pickaxes. We close out the throaty baritone from Clem bass, playing the mayor as he addresses the babe. Okay, I'm not gonna read that then. It's gonna be like 9% per use of soap. Right, it was 22. Okay, 5% per soap. Man, I wonder when I'm going to go to Walmart. I wonder if it's gonna be like that Infinite IKEA situation from SCP. Also, that one SCP video that I shared last stream, man, that shit was good. Like, it's kind of unbelievable how good that thing was. That even after these years, there's people who are willing to put that much effort into SCP. I know it never really died down, but it's not what it used to be. Not completely died down, I mean. But it's not what it used to be, definitely. Okay, I feel this covers way more than 5% right now. I guess it still was 5%. I don't know. There is no way that this is gonna be the whole thing. 37% done? That looks more like 50% done. Man, why do I have the energy today of all days to actually go for a long stream when I can't actually do that? I need to be somewhere tomorrow. I mean, I suppose the floor is a big part of the... No, that's not a lot of stuff left here. Yeah, this is 5%. Okay, there's gotta be like multiple sets here. Maybe if you like clean the sets first, and if when you clean the sets they actually change them to another set. But because I'm doing everything but the sets right now. There's the UFO from the future people. So does people just know about the UFO from the future people? Oh no, that's the blimp from Jeff Jefferson. I'm getting a call. Just a sec. Well, hopefully it didn't hear too much of that call. I forgot to mute the mic, but it should have been far enough. Wait, that doesn't pick that much up. And there was nothing actually that mind-blowing there. But yeah, hold on. Just some present stuff. There's the UFO from future people. Okay, yeah, that's definitely there's definitely going to be multiple sets here. Hold on, just a sec. There we go. What is this? Just a big old ball sack from the Jefferson blimp. A net? Is this detailing Jeff Jefferson stealing the stone? Oh, that's a speech bubble, not a UFO. I guess people just don't know about the UFO. No, wait, there was the UFO in the shooting gallery. Imagine if this just drops down, it's like even further stuff here. The sets are definitely going to change. No doubt about that. Just as I thought. See to the recreation grounds in the Buckingham, there were secret tunnels beneath the bandstand. Oh, they've been actually putting a lot of clues into the story. We open with an ear-piercing solo from soprano debut delivers who plays the pilot of the mayor's airship, which had diverted the bandstand after encountering Mr. Sturd Clown. Hmm. They're giving a lot of like answers right now. I know, like Digital Circus with the last episode. Watch it now on YouTube. And it will be so fun when I actually have, if I ever get enough cloud to actually do kind of that kind of joke, and it actually does something. How many scenes are there? This is 57%. I can go a bit longer than actually, but I have to be ready for someone to come here in about an hour. Yeah, there was the weird bandstand hall that was kind of talked about like as if this is for the performers. To quickly escape if they need to. We end with the hushed quartet panic stations as the mayor cronies smuggle the gems into the secret tunnel. Oscar and me plays on Sleepless Park, Gordon snoring in the scene with his torchlight. To be honest, Oscar was far too loud for last night. We'll need to rein him. Hmm. I'm honestly really invested right now. There's been a lot of like teasing of a story, bigger story here and there, but nothing concrete, and now they're just like, hey, here's the story actually. Yep. It's a top, right? Nice. And the back wall. Still at 64%. 5, 6, 7. Scene 3, National Park in the Power Falls, where the secret tunnel emerges at the cottage straight out of the storybook. Here our music takes a menacing turn, this contrasts to which reluctantly transfer the gems to the hypercar. How the fuck do you know all of this? Just with a borrowed from the mayor's accomplice, Lake Thrust. I'm pretty sure this is the detective person chatting with me currently. But how do you know any of this? How do you know enough to make a play about it? Have I been played? Is all of this just show for me? And none of this is real? Even in the story of the world? Game world? I'm starting to think, is any of this for real? I'm just kinda confused right now. I mean, there was that weird basement in the cottage in the first game that no one actually talked about. Is this game actually gonna blow my mind or something right now? Is Powerwash Simulator 2 actually art? The answer is yes, games are art too. Anyone who has a different answer to that, they're a fake and phony. I like how I made the art comment and then immediately Nier Automata starts playing. We heard from our sources that this particular stooge was an absolute colossus with a big bushy beard, but our baritone Greg Bolero is clean shaven, so and trench coat is and a big good trench coat. Okay. I mean, there has been like weird houses in this game, like this witch house that doesn't look like anything. Kind of doesn't fit. It was bit initially a bit put out of by it all, but we knew it wasn't about him and soldiered on through despite the oppressive lighting. But seen for the foothills of the Mount Brothless where the far beneath the earth, Dacros hides out in his secret man cave. For me, this scene hinged whether Tony Welk had the gravitas to play in the magic band of mystery Blake Thrust. Why do you have a mother brain here? Okay, this has to be the last set. Hello, Ulysses. Mm. That's an egg. Are we doing the Earthbound thing? Are we putting Jeff Jefferson into a cube of absolute defense that keeps him alive forever, but can actually do anything from it? Not even escape? You know, there's a fan game name. Call it, call it the Motherbound. It's probably never going to happen, but I wish that Earthbound Mother 3 had its English localization done. It's never going to happen, but I just wish it did. I kind of want to play that game, but I don't want to do pirating shit. I am not a sailor or a seaman. He hardly missed with a note that as he prowled the stage victorious after finally obtaining the gems, under the minute his prototype time machine broke had gone full rogue. I admit this last scene is pure speculation, but there's whatever Trust plans to do with those gems, I hope he never gets them. I think that Lake Trust is going to create a take over the world and then just create a. I actually don't know how to. I forgot the exact story of Mother Earthbound 2. Mother 2 Earthbound. So I cannot do that joke. Sorry. I apologize. What's that thing still not done? I suppose. So you figure out a lot of the story of this game so far in this one scene. I kinda wanna see what happens next. I think I have the time for that. Viola Villas, peace, flush. Can you get yourself back to the motel? Got a bit of a weird one for you. It's a truck that never came. Hey Flo, incredible work. We just had another amazing night, and instead of popping, we might we might have to get a stand-in for Greg though. I don't think he can do 3 shows a day in that getup. There's gotta be something really big in lubricity. Also, did Jeff Jefferson say anything about lubricity? Is it basically like every other place here is not going to win the 18-wheeler? That's not. Oh, it's yeah, it's double. Have you seen it, 18-wheeler in the yard? Crappy as you like, but we know how you like crappy. The two fellas driving it came in a stinging mood, claiming they have driven through the really bad dirt clot, asking if they got a car wash. I said, firstly, take those two angry vibes out of my establishment, and secondly, no, I don't have a car wash. I do, however, know the better this finest power washer. They said, well, that'll do. I put down some bunch of notes. I popped them in the green room, so you know you won't be hearing from them for a while. But I'm not saying there's something very off about them. The one I spoke to was kind of average looking, the other one straight up Sasquatch. Is this the... Hold on. There was some Sasquatch mystery in the first game. Is the Sasquatch from the first game just this one driver? Hold on. How bad is the dirt actually? If I go to the... Okay, yeah, no soap needed. Oh yeah, before that they said not to look inside. We're quite insistent about that. Not that you can anyways, it's locked up or checked. Hmm. They're doing some stuff here. Some kind of cool stuff here. I might have to go a general pass and then I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna do that. General pass, get the sand off, and then just use the soap to get the ingrained dirt. Wait, is the exact color of the truck in Cars? Y'all heard the Pakistan's tour trucks being lifted? I've been might have pull out the shows unless it's found. You serious? Who was it? Some Loopy City wannabe sap? Uh, why else would someone wanna do it? Am I power washing a stolen truck? Mm. A lot of weird stuff happening in this gas station. Gotta say. I don't know why that is actually freaking me out, but that moon's just spinning there. It freaks me out. Also, is it getting closer? I forgot to do that pass. What? What happened? Why is it gone? Anyways, I'm gonna do the first pass and then I'm gonna use the soap. I didn't even know you could do that. I have some vague memory about being able to do that, but I've never done it. I don't know why you would actually even do that in the first place. Apologies. That cough came out of nowhere. for me too. There's a phone. Joe, why aren't you picking up? You better not have lost your phone again, and where are you? What's taking so long? I knew Jeff Jefferson was up to some no good. You did find a truck to pick up Rocky and the bike, right? We needed those gems to thrust yesterday. If that bizarre certification thing has been happening again, then don't get that washer involved, you hear? They already know too much. And for goodness sake, no more telling folks that it was a dirty cloud, okay? Sounds ridiculous, no telling anyone codes 1, 2, 3, 4 either. Jeff, what are you doing? Here's what I'm gonna do, Jeff. You put the rock down, you stop what you're doing. I will stop this thing that I'm doing too. That's a... I was almost on time with the song. Fuck, man, do I actually go further? I have a lot of notifications too. That's weird. Okay, I gotta check. If I go here, no, here. Oh, we're getting so close to the end. And it definitely feels like it too. Like the truck is pretty much done already. Where would I even put the code in? Doesn't look like there's any place to put the code in, because I feel like I'm gonna have to go inside the truck. Also, I like how the dirt finder actually just doesn't care about anything other than just cleaning the stuff. Like, look at this. Does this look like it's 65% done? There's no amount of little details that I'm missing that would like amount for 34%. I'm a vampire, apparently. Oops. I'm getting invested. Holy shit. There's no way I have the time to actually do get this to the end today. But I just want to see more. The other side. That's done. You're done. Okay. You're done. Nope. Orange. The hell is that? That's a gem. Open box. That's the gems right there. Gonna close that for now. Is that the that can be the bike. The bike went away already. It flew off. Hey y'all, Wishes found some pretty incriminating messages linking the mayor to the gem theft. Sounds promising, but even if we've got him red-handed, he's still got a lawyer in the county pocket. Not every lawyer. Is this how we get Ulysses to ourselves? Sabian Lesage is even better than Sherman Holmes. The mayor is toast. He was definitely going to use the gem as like a prop for the light show or something like that. Ain't no other way. I mean, at least the driver is gonna get in trouble for stealing this car. So there's at least some retribution to be gotten, even if the mayor, Jeff Jefferson, doesn't. The moment's gems, not a moment too soon. The organization needs these back in place statue. Even though you're like a crypto pro Harper Shaw, you're alright. Trailer inner wall. Just clip. For your diaries, Rainson, we got something huge in the though that you definitely gonna want it on. So, Jeff Jefferson has been just trying to keep me busy by getting all these bullshit jobs, so he can steal the gem, right? The Sasquatch from the first game was this Blake Thrust character. Blake Thrust character that people just think it looks like a Sasquatch for no reason. Well done, Wishy. Thanks to you, Jeff Jefferson is banged to the rights and has been stripped of his title. Rocky's confessed and saved in Lesage. The stage is taking the case. Honestly, never thought we'd see the day. I'm going to meet Sonia at the Merman statue and put the gems back in. Looks like we're gonna find our time-traveling body's master plan after all. By the way, you probably didn't have to clean the entire inside after you found the gems, but admire the relentless professionalism I'm gonna take a look at this and then gonna make a determination if I'm gonna end it here or not. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it wouldn't take that much time, but I think it's gonna be, that's gonna be it for today. Anyways, I'm off to having my break. Have a nice Christmas and Easter, have a winter, and anything in between. See ya.